Yes. Yes, Steve. But wait, there's more. Here at the 2017 Twin Cities Film Fest Day 6 programming, I'm your host, Doug Sidney, on our Florida Junk sponsor, Red Carpet. And Jake, Jess, and Adam from here, New York, and Texas, you are our cast in Butterfly Thoughts. Did I get that? I did. You're too kind. So it is so great to be able to talk to talent that went through the work. We just talked to Manny and Lisa about the project, and this is heavy stuff. And I bet as actors you loved it. And you probably felt a sense of a mission in telling a really important story. So talk to us about finding the headspace of these characters.
Well, for me, Will, the character that I played, he's a teacher. I played the boyfriend of Naomi, one of the leads. And it was just really playing so much off of her because she has so much going on and just dealing with the things that in our relationship that we're dealing with, you know. Yep. Without giving away any plot points, there's a lot of things that happen, like in a very short span of time, like things that, you know, most people don't deal with through an entire marriage or long term, you know. Yep. So dealing with that was super fun to find all that.
Jess, talk to us about finding layers in your character.
Sure. So Joe, the way that Joe deals with the rejection that the film, the film's theme is really through substance abuse and unhealthy relationships. So I am very lucky not to be dealing with any of that personally, but I did do a lot of research and spoke to a lot of people. I went to a rehab center and just really tried to understand what it was like to be dealing with addiction. I spoke to an actor friend of mine who is in recovery, really understanding what that's like, what you're up against internally, and when things happen externally, how a brain that is used to immediate gratification from drug use, like what that play is.
So it sounds like you turned it into a character study with
absolutely
multi-layered in finding behaviors and mannerisms that you were emulating or drawing from.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Obviously, so I'm playing an actress, so I've got that down. You know, I understand what that's like, and dealing with people saying no to you. That's a part of the gig. But really investigating how one deals with rejection in a certain mindset. And I think having such wonderful co-stars, like there was so much play that happened, and having such a wonderful director who really allowed me and the other women on set, and I'm sure that Jake and Adam would agree, to play and to investigate something, to color outside the lines a little bit. The script was not set in stone if it wasn't right for our characters.
Adam, so you shared a common career thread with your character. Talk to us about similarities, differences between what you needed to investigate in terms of bringing that character to life.
Well, I was the lucky guy that got to work opposite Jess, so that was the first thing that helped me a lot, because I got to work opposite and really take what she was giving me in. And my character was unique that I wasn't playing an actor, so I got to, didn't share a common. I've never played a police officer.
Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, no worries. But it was a very interesting character to play because I really got to wrestle with how relationships and your career can mingle and really affect your life. And I don't want to give away too much, so I just want to leave it at that.
Right. Had the three of you worked together professionally? Did you know each other personally before, or was this three new introductions and you got immersed into a project together?
No, pretty much everybody on set was new. New people.
Wow. Okay. So Lisa and Manny put a really eclectic group together. Talk to us about the timely nature of the subject matter in your film, if you'd like to comment on that.
We were all so surprised by this. You know, obviously it's a terrible thing that's happened, and it's great that light's being brought out to that subject. But it's actually been good for the film, just because we dealt with that subject matter on our own. And I think it's great, that we're bringing all this awareness to this topic that it needs to have light brought to it.
Jess,
as a woman, I would say that I'm not surprised by it. Actually, there are whispers around town, and I think that there have been some really terrific articles that have been written by a lot of people who were there and who did understand and who did see and who let it happen. And something that this film, I think that's so interesting about releasing this film at this time is that as Lisa and Manny said, it was written years and years ago, and it's written from a personal point of view. This was something that happened to somebody for real, and you know, now we know the extent to which it was happening to a lot of people for real. And it's part of why I'm so passionate about women behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. I think it's why I'm so passionate about coalition building between men and women, because it's not a women's issue, it's a human issue. And it's not a Hollywood issue, it's a global thing that we are dealing with across industries. And Hollywood is such an aspirational space that people look to this industry and say, what are you doing? Okay, we'll emulate that. And the media offers that as well. And so I think to be able to, on and off camera, really stand for dismantling the kind of systems that kept this sort of behavior in place is super, super important. And I'm honored to be a part of a film that talks about it.
Thank you. That was amazingly stated, and this is going to be shared by our filmmaking and film-going audience. The three of you, thank you so much for being here, for taking time out of your night, for supporting the film, for bringing your friends and family. That is so kind of you. Butterfly Caught is the name of the film. It's Manny and Lisa Rodriguez film. We're going to be in here. We're doing a huge round of very well-deserved applause, and they spoke so highly of your performances in the film. So congratulations to you three. We're going to be back here on our Florida Jump sponsored red carpet here at the 2017 Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm your host, Doug Sidney, signing off. Thank you, you three.
Thank you.